What is up, guys? True Pyro Chat here, also known as John. Once again, bringing you the Dragon Ball Super Card Game deck profile. This isn't really going to be much of a deck profile. This is going to be more talking about the fact that your boy won another event in Australia. Your boy over here did it. He won the National Championship in Australia for OCE. Words cannot describe how happy I am I won this event. This is very similar to when I won the event last year, my first Melbourne event. And the fact that I was able to win the biggest event that has ever happened in Australia with the most prizing ever, and it was the event that I came third at last year. I'm still hyped up about it that I was able to pull this victory off. I'm just very, very, I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy I was able to accomplish something that's, not that many people that can say that they're the best at something they do. When I say the best, obviously I can't say I'm the best in the world because I'm not that good. But I can say for a fact that for the Dragon Ball Supercard game, I think it's safe to say, considering that I've won the Melbourne Regional twice, the only one to win the Melbourne Regional, and also same year winning the Melbourne Nationals, the biggest, like I said before, the biggest event that's happened in Oz. I think it's safe to say I'm the best Dragon Ball Super player in Oz, which is pretty cool to say that, because not that many people can say that they're the best at something that they're passionate about, which I am. I love this card game. It's really fun. It's it's been awesome, and I'm still hyped about it, as you guys can probably tell. I was able to win an awesome looking trophy, which, if I remember, I'll include screenshots as well of all my stuff. If I remember, I also won a gold champion, a metal card, gold plated Broly with alternate artwork in a champion case. It looks so nice. I'm still hyped up about this. I'm making this video the next day. I'm very overwhelmed, and everyone was super happy. A lot of people were happy that I won. Everyone was super happy that for me it's just overall been a great experience, and I'm still so stoked about it. So yeah, it's cool to say that I'm one of the national champions in the world, one of the few people to own the first place OCE trophy, and the OCE, not the only one to own the OCE trophy, but one of the few people to say that they've won the Dragon Ball Super Championship in their respective region. It's just a really great feeling, and anyway, enough about me just saying that I've won and that. I don't really have too much to say. I just want to leave this here. I don't even know how long I'm gonna make this video, this deck profile. It's nothing, because this deck profile, even though I'm showing and presenting to you guys, it doesn't actually matter, because there's not any more set 7 events. As far as I know of, there's some region specific wise. I think there's 1 or 2 left in Europe, but set 7 events are pretty much just done. So there's not really much point of me presenting this to you and telling you to go use it, because set 8 comes out in 2-3 weeks. And it's also, if you look at this, you'll notice that it's very similar to a PPG video that was uploaded 2 weeks ago. Oh wow, I played Marcel's list again. Turns out that Marcel builds decks that I can play extremely well. So it's been pretty good playtesting for Marcel Russell, But this time it was on the free one, so I can't get flamed this time. It's great. I don't get flamed. But on a serious note, this deck is legitimately insane. The reason why I ended up playing this over the Zapes, I was tossing it between those 2 decks, and the reason why I ultimately played U6 is... it's not even that I ended up deciding this that far in advance. I honestly wasn't too sure what I was going to play for the 2 days up until the Thursday this week, because I like to try as many decks as I can. I want to definitively find what I can say is the best deck in the format at the time that isn't Shenron, because I don't like playing the Wish Leaders. And I tried Skillless, I tried the red version of Janemba, I tried Broly Zapes, I tried I think I tried one other deck. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I tried another random deck. I actually can't think. I tried Pan, I tried Baby. I literally tried so many different decks. But I legitimately practicing all these different decks, I literally just got thrashed, not thrashed every game, but majority of the practice, I would lose a fair amount in practice. So that was not ideal. Sorry about that. I had to quickly just help move some stuff. But yeah. So in practice, I was getting completely thrashed, which is obviously not ideal. But you know, we learn from practice. The thing that was really weird leading up to the event, I was not. Broly Universe 6 was not even like in my radar of decks I was planning on trying. Like I didn't think in the format. I didn't think this deck would do well into Zakes specifically. That was the big reason why I didn't want to play this deck. But then it got to. I was on Thursday. We were at me and three of my other mates, Kevin, Jesse, and Nick. Thank you for testing Almond. But yeah, we were testing. I was playing Skillless round 1. I got thrashed by Kevin playing Demigra. I was like, okay. It was next round. I was like versus Jesse. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. It doesn't even matter. I was just playing for fun at this local event. I was gonna play Broly U6, the Marcel Russell list. Since I built it there just in case I wanted to try, but I wasn't too confident. And then I literally just realized why I won the Melbourne event with this deck. I completely thrashed Jesse. It's like, wait, I played this deck so well. Why did I stop playing it? So then from there, I've had a few more practice games. I got to practice with Quan Lee and Luke Fletcher the next day, some spicy players. And I ended up thrashing both of them, fairly well for deck. I was like, wait a minute, this deck was literally built for me. It felt so good to play. It felt perfect for me. Like I could do all the sequencing, all the lines of play, go aggressive. Like I had a few games where I won on turn 2. It was like the deck was just awesome to play. Very similar to the previous incarnation, but obviously has more of the counterplay stuff, specifically running the Beerus and Chompers. The Beerus, Dual Color Energy, the Gohan and the Chomper, Desperate Measures. New Bardock Ape is absolutely absurd being able to play it for 2. But it isn't like make or break of the deck, that's why it's not a 4 of, it's only a 12. Definitely not because I only own 3. But no, 12 is perfect. Like literally Marcel made like an insane deck and I'm just happy I was able to smurf with it, you know? Like, Marcel's a good deck builder, but I'm a good player, boys, you know, just keep that in mind. But going over some key differences between, obviously, Marcel's list mainly being the West-Kai and the main, like, that's literally, that is the difference. I actually wasn't a big fan of Gohan. I don't think Gohan is as good as it was previously, because people, returning a card to the hand isn't too crazy, because the majority of autos go off, and, like, if you return, let's just say now, if the reasoning is for Bardock, yeah, like Bardock is, I think Bardock is like the best battle card right now in the current format. It's probably gonna be one of the best cards like moving forward. But the fact that if you use the Gohan, not only do you have to pay an energy to play the Gohan, but the Bardock effect still triggers, so they still draw a card. Whereas West-Kai, when you use it in response to a Bardock, yeah, your opponent swings and they combo the Bardock on their turn, you can choose West-Kai and return that card to hand. Essentially making West-Kai in this situation a 15k combo, and your opponent doesn't get to draw off the Bardock swing. So, on the defensive, West-Kai is a bajillion times better for Bardock compared to the Gohan. And Gohan, I only played Gohan in the finals game on the first game with Australia. That was the first time in the whole event where I played Gohan. I didn't feel like it was necessary, like, at all. I usually charge it or combo it for Chomper Bardos. Like, I don't think that card's good. And like even in the sideboard, Marcel had a 4th one. In the sideboard, I don't think it was that good. I took it out. I don't think it was required. But yeah, that's the main difference. The main difference. It was the only difference in the main board. But in the sideboard, I also, like I said, I took out the West-Kai. The West-Kai is the remaining Gohan. And because I had a West-Kai in the main, I had 2 free spots. I put Remote Serious Bomb in. The only deck I lost to when I played this at the Melbourne event was the Baby deck. And Remote Serious Bomb deals with that deck so well. They just play the Baby like as fast as possible and you remove it for 1 energy. They invest like so many resources in playing the 6-drop, and if they don't have strategies in Universe 6, you just kill it for 1 energy. So it's actually insane. Insane way to deal with it. So yeah. Without other stuff in the sideboard, Desperate Measures is pretty good. Pretty good. It's really good. It's a Cold Bloodlust for 1. It might only hit 2 drops or less, but the big cards that hurt this deck are Toppo and Vegeta the Cruel. Deals both of those because when they play, they are technically 2 drops, so you bounce it back to hand. The effects don't go off. Yeah, fantastic. You used your Toppo, fantastic. You negated the attack, but you lost the card in hand. Yeah, but your auto doesn't got you tap 2 energy. I just usually go for a game off that. Easy win. And that's literally how I won my finals match. I was versing a red hand. And Desperate Measures was insane. You know, top bow negate, Desperate Measures, bounce back to hand, kill that turn. He's tapped out. I don't get punished for a swinging. All looking pretty good. And for the rest of the main board, I honestly didn't actually sideboard that much in this event. I didn't feel like there was a need to. The only 3 guards that consistently came from my sideboard into my main board were the 2 West Kais. Anytime I was versing a Broly's Apes, the 2 Gohans would come out for the 2 West Kais. Desperate Measures would come in for the Pan matchup, just because, you know, bouncing to the top row. And I also was running the Marcel for any that came in straight away in the Shenron matchup, and also came in the Pan matchup. Not as relevant in the Pan matchup, it does stop their chain attack and their well, it doesn't stop it necessarily. It makes your opponent get punished for using familiar bonds and chain attack, but it wasn't too big of a deal. So that's feels good for me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still too hyped for winning the event. I'm just, you know, I hope you can genuinely tell in my voice that I'm pretty happy that I did well. But that's about it, guys. I will include the link to the stream. I pretty much I played my top 16, my semi-final match, and my quarter-final match. So literally 3 out of my 4 games were on stream if you're curious of how I played the deck. Yeah, so I'll link that in the description. That's about it, really. I don't think I really have anything else to say. But honestly, just like, thanks for just again this game. One of my favorite things to do is just play this game, and it's pretty cool that I'm able to perform consistently well and top a lot of pretty much every event I played in Australia. Like, I've played in 4 of these big events in Australia. I've won 3 of them. I've come 3rd in the other one, so it's pretty cool that I'm building up like a little legacy for myself, I guess. Like, this record, I'm making back-to-back wins for the Melbourne Regional, finishing 3rd at the first Nats and 1st at the one this year. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just crazy that this is all happening for me, and I'm very happy about it. I'm giving myself a pat on the back right now. I did a good job. But that's about it, guys. Again, yeah, hopefully you take away something from this video other than me just saying how happy I am. There's not really too much to talk about this deck. You guys have all seen it before. Gave you my insight. That's about it, really. You know, that's all from me. I'm gonna head out. Actually, I will say one thing real quickly. Actually, one card I really wish I had in the sideboard over the 2 carvers. I think those 2 carvers were not very good. I did not, even in the red matchup, I didn't feel the need. I had to resolve it. 2 coolers I think is necessary, because flying Nimbus hurts, and not having a cooler for it was kind of annoying. But that would be the only thing I would change out of this list. I would take out the 2 carvers and putting 2 coolers in the sideboard. That's the only thing I would change. And yeah, now there's nothing else to say. We're finished here. We're wrapping it up. Set 8's coming out soon. Very excited for Android 18. That leader looks cool, because literally the backside is the same effect as Chumpa Photos, even though it's just for your turn. And then Beerus is looking insane. If Beerus isn't a meta leader, I'm going to be very confused. That leader looks so good. Oh my god. But yeah, shout out to all the Cardtastic boys. You know who you are. Shout out to TAC, hosting another great event. And yeah, just thanks to everyone for supporting me. And yeah, this is True Pyro Shad signing out. Peace.